Well, the dimensions are now one, and it was a hell of a ride. Hey everybody, Templar74 here with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. In today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, I'm going to be discussing Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, Episode 148, the series finale. Now, as an episode in itself, this episode was really great. As a series finale, it left a lot to be desired. So let me go ahead and give my thoughts about this week's episode, and then I will talk about the series finale and just some of the quirks I had with it. So anyway, the episode starts off, we see Yuya and Reggie continuing their duel. Reggie's 3 Hell Armageddons just destroyed Star Venom, Clear Wing, and Dark Rebellion. And then he also destroys Odd Eyes. And Reggie proposes the question to Yuya, how are you going to make me smile when you lost your dragons? And Yuya said, I don't know how, but I will make you smile. I will make Rira smile, and I will make everyone smile. And it is that point where he calls on Yuri, Yuto, and Yugo to lend him his power. Yugo and Yuri were quick to remind Yuya that their power is already his, and that, of course, that they were once one person. So, the 4 of them work together. They draw out the card, Odd Eyes Fusion Gate, which allows Yuya to bring back Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon and Star Venom back from the graveyard and extra deck. And he fuses those 2 together to form Odd Eyes Star Venom Dragon, or Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, excuse me. And that card is just awesome. It looks cool. And even Sora made the comment that Yuri's dragon had been purified. Yuya uses its effect to increase its attack points to over 13,000, but Reggie uses his own monster's effect to bring it back down to its original strength of 3,300, thus allowing his Hell Armageddons to destroy it. Once that is destroyed, he sends Fusion Gate to the graveyard and allows him to add Synchro Gate from his deck to his hand, and he activates it immediately. And with Odd Eyes Synchro Gate, he synchro summons with Clear Wing and Odd Eyes to form Odd Eyes Wing Dragon, the Supreme King White Dragon. And that dragon looks freaking awesome. But, of course, its effect did not work and ends up being destroyed by Reggie just like the previous dragon. So, then again, he sends Synchro Gate to the graveyard, adds Xyz Gate to his hand and activates it. And Xyz summons Dark Rebellion and Odd Eyes. And with that, we get Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. We get Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon, the Supreme King Black Dragon, and using the effect of these Synchro Fusion and Xyz Gates, he raises its attack strength again. And Reggie ultimately defeats that. And Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon ends up going in Pendulum Zone. Then Yuya brings out a Pendulum monster, 5 Rainbow Magician, and puts it in his other Pendulum Zone. And with this card, it basically nullifies all the cards on the field, all the monsters' attack strengths drop clear down to 0, and the only way you can get the attack points back and actually double them is if you get 5 magic card or trap cards into your zones. And so it's a race for action cards there for a while into the duel. Yuya manages to beat Reggie to the 5 action cards and sets all 5 of them to double his dragon's attack points. But Akaba Reggie uses his monster's effect to add 1 more action card so that he has 5 set cards and he can double his monster's attack points. And the duel that duel pretty much ends there because Yuya manages to Pendulum Summon again, and then with that, he defeats Reggie. So with Reggie defeated, Reggie makes the declaration that Yuya is now a pro-duelist, and that the protest had been accepted. And when that announcement is made, we hear a child's laughter in the background. It is, in fact, Rira. Rira is now laughing, Zark's soul is purified, and with all that, we go back to the professor. We went to him a couple times in this episode, but he's saying that the beat inside, the pulse within Ray is growing, and it's reacting. And sure enough, a beam of light shoots out and it through what's left of Arc 5, which contains Ray, and it brings everybody together, and it merges the dimensions like we were so thinking it was going to. Then we get that one last moment at the end there. We see Ruri appear. And what is the remnants of Arc 5 is Yuto appears within Yuya. Then we see Rin and Yugo. Then we see Serena and Yuri. And then Yuya walks over and he reaches his hand into Arc 5 and brings back Yuzu. And Yuzu is saying that I believed in you. And all Yuya can say to her is, welcome home, Yuzu. And Yuzu smiles at him and says, I'm home. And we get that really touching ending right there where Yuzu is finally back with Yuya and everybody else. And then Yusho jumps in and he tells Yuya, now that you're a pro duelist, let's keep this going. And we actually see Yusho challenging Yuya to a duel, but we never get to see it because that is the end of Arc 5 there. And it was so open-ended and left a lot of questions unanswered. But anyway, that was the episode in itself. Like I said, the episode itself, I give it a 7 out of 10. This episode really had a lot of stuff going in it. I think the ending of Arc 5 was a little too rushed. The one big gripe I have about this entire, or the ending, especially in this episode, well, it wasn't really this episode, it was last episode, and I noticed this when they were doing the recap. Yuya should have never been able to pendulum summon Odd-Eye's Synchro from his hand, because it is the wrong level to use in that pendulum. But anyway, like I said, I just noticed that when they were going back over the previous episode, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Synchron shouldn't be there because it's not the right level, but, you know, that's just a minor gripe. But like I said, this episode, I give it a 7 out of 10. It was really rushed, really, I just don't know what to say. It's bittersweet that we're seeing this show come to an end after 3 years, and it was a heck of a ride. So that was the episode. Now I just want to say a couple of quick thoughts about Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 in general. First of all, the series started out slow, and I actually gave it a lot of crap for that. It started out way too slow. Then when it started picking up, we actually, you know, the episodes got better and better and better, and the series got better and better and better, right until we see Zark and Ray's story. Then it kind of, the episode quality drops down a little bit in opposed to quantity, and they really rushed that. And they really rushed the final part of Arc 5. Now, I think the best way to have fixed that would have been not to go so slow at the beginning, or at the very least, they pushed back Reigns, the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, they pushed that back a month. They should have given us a couple more episodes of Arc 5. I'm just saying. But anyway, that was the episode. This series had been a heck of a ride. The episode itself, I give it a 7 out of 10. As far as Arc 5 in itself, I give it an 8 out of 10, which means it has just bumped 5 Ds from my second favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime of all time. My current ranking is my most favorite is Duel Monsters, followed by Arc 5, 5Ds, GX, and by the way, 5Ds and GX were really close. 5Ds took it just barely. And Zexal, well, Zexal, like Pokemon Black and White, should not even exist. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on Zexal. You all know my thoughts on Zexal and pretty much anything else relating to that topic. But in the comments down below, let me know what you guys thought of this week's episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your thoughts about Arc 5 as a whole? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Where does it rank on your list? Just let me know what your guys' thoughts, opinions, and comments are in the comments section down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. Alright everybody, as always, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye everybody.